Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Imani. I'm Melanie, and I'm Prado. And today, for this Monday, we will be talking to you guys about income basics. Okay, so let's start with the question. What are income basics? Income basics are the simple ideas of how people earn money, where it comes from, and how they use it to pay for things, save, and reach their goals. Today, we'll be going through all the simple concepts around earning money. So let's start with these definitions. Gross pay, net pay, variable expenses, and fixed expenses. So gross pay is the money that you make before any tax and deductions are taken out. The net pay is the money you make after the deductions are taken out. Variable expenses are your wants or your expenses that depend on your current situation, and fixed expenses are your needs or your expenses that are constant and don't change. Now it's time for a quick quiz to make sure you guys are understanding. Please type in chat which expenses do you think are the expenses from the list on the to-do list. Is pay rent, pre-order GTA 6, get groceries, make a credit card payment, order SHIP card, and pay internet bill. Nice job at identifying the reference. Nice job at identifying the verbal expenses, but now let's go into a bit more detail. Fixed expenses causes that they mostly the require within each month, require a third or days later. Even to bring it off and depend on choices and plans. Verbal expenses, choices that ancient once and long often depend on choices and habits can be changed if we sleep on them. Today I'm going to talk about Jewish faith. Jewish is one of the largest faiths in the United States. It was created in 2019 when the Navy and service. The bank offers checking, savings account, credit cards, loans, market, 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 investments, and online services that millions of customers. But teams and speeds, Jewish offers Jewish one like without benefits to decide for for young people. Students can have a monthly maintenance fee review and account that's no overdraft fees. It also includes a debit card, mobile banking, online banking, local check deposit, help sending money from an account to help track spend and for this medium example of what your earnings will look like. This is how taxable marital status. This is how your government decides how much taxes to take out of your check. Reporting period. This is the time period of which you have reported worked for the pay period. Gross earnings. Gross pay is the pay before any deductions are taken out of your paycheck. Pay date. This is the date that you will be paid. Deductions, these are federal, state, and any other deduction you decided to take it out. Year to date total, this lists how much you were paid for the current year most in that and how much was deducted from for the year. Net total, net pay is the money you've received after any deductions are taken out. Deductions. So paycheck deductions are amounts withheld from your gross pay to cover taxes, benefits, and other financial obligations. These subtractions determine your final net take-home pay. So some examples of this are the mandatory deductions, which are federal income tax, unemployment tax, state and local tax, and wage guardian taxes. And some voluntary taxes are health insurance, job-related expenses, charitable contributions, and retirement contributions. Most important thing to remember is that your gross pay minus deductions equals your net pay. Today I'm going to be talking about M&T Bank. M&T Bank is one of the oldest and largest regional banks in the United States. Serving customers with checking and savings accounts, loans, credit cards, and online banking services. M&T Bank is beneficial for teens because it offers checking accounts with digital banking tools that make it easy to manage money. Teens can use a credit card, check their account balance through the mobile app, deposit checks using their phone, and set up account alerts to keep track of spending. These features help teens learn how to budget, save money, and build responsible financial habits that will be useful as they become more independent. So some of you may wonder, why is this so important to know? This information will help you avoid overspending, help you budget, and help set realistic goals. Also, it is important to be on top of your money and know how much is being taken out, where it is going, how much you want to get. These tips are also helpful for learning to manage your money. Tips. When you get paid, wait 24 hours before spending your check. Give your money a roll before it even hits your account. Diversify your money within 3 to 4 accounts. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Someone asked, what is a variable expense again?
What is a variable expense? So a variable expense is basically a want or an expense that is based on like your current situation that like it can change. Like how paying rent is like not a very expense because it's consistent and it's like the same amount, while your grocery bill or maybe your Shein cart can change. What are ways to save money? Ways that you can save money is creating a savings account, save the money, just overall save money.
What are some bank accounts I can diversify my money into?
Well, we have two examples like Truist and MT that we spoke a little bit about. Those are two options, but there are a bunch of other ones that we can talk more about in future meetings.
I also was wondering, what's a good way for me to budget?
Um, a, a good way for you to budget is don't spend your money on stuff you don't really need and and
Why should you wait 24 hours to spend your money? How does that help?
waiting 24 hours to spend your money kind of helps with impulse spending. And when you wait 24 hours, you really can think like, oh, maybe you don't want it anymore, or like whatever you want to spend your money on. Like it gives you more time to really think about your decision instead of just seeing something and getting it just because you have the money.
Do you guys prefer cash or card when it comes to budgeting?
I prefer card, actually cash, because like if I budget with cash, I'm gonna actually save, but if I see something online, I'm just gonna immediately buy it, so.
What is the difference between a checking and savings account?
Um, different checking and savings account is. A checking, so difference between checkings and savings account, so savings accounts, like they have more, like you'll get more interest on it, which means you can multiply your money and save it better. And basic, and so that's why it's like different between savings account, because the money in it, like it'll multiply faster than a checking account.
How much money should I save from my first check?
From your first check, I would recommend saving. Well, it depends on how much your check is, but I think maybe saving a fourth of that check just so you can get a good start.
What are some budgeting tools I can use to help me save?
Um, a, a budget that can help you save is a account that some budgeting tools that can help you save. One is a savings account. Others is like maybe making a list and separating like your wants and your needs first, and making sure you know like where all your money is going. So that'll help. Thank you. Any questions? See you next Monday.